Hi everyone. So today's problem of the day is count the number of complete components. So what is given in description? You're given an integer n. There is an undirected graph with n vertices numbered from 0 to n minus 1. You're given a 2D integer array edges where edges of I equals to ai comma bi denotes that there exists an undirected edge connecting vertices ai and bi. Return the number of complete connected component of the graph. A connected component is a subgraph of a graph in which there exists a path between any two vertices and no vertices of the subgraph share an edge with a vertex outside of the subgraph. A complete component is said to be complete if there exists an edge between every pair of its vertices. So basically what is given in our question me it is given like we will be giving n is the number of vertices, and we will be giving 2D vector edges. There will be some 2D vector where a comma b will be denoting that there is an undirected edge between a and b, and we need to find the complete connected component. And so what are the connected components? Like if we will see, there is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is one connected component and this is one connected component. But if we will talk about the complete connected component, where is what is complete mean here? To complete mean here is like if there are two, suppose there is 5, 6, and 7. So there are three vertex and two edges are there. So this is not considered as a complete. Why? Because the 5 and 6, between 5 and 6 there is a edge. Between 6 and 7 there is a edge, but there is no edge between 5 and 6. So if there is a edge between every pair of vertices, then we can say ki, yeah, it is a complete connected component. So if I will draw an edge between 5 and 7, so yeah, it is now a complete connected component. If we will talk about this, so this is also not a complete connected component. So how we can make it a complete connected component? We can this there is a edge between these two. There is not any edge between these two. So we can make an edge. Then 3 and 1 is connected, 3 and 2 is connected. Now 4 is connected only with 1. So 4 is not connected with 3 only. It is not connected with 1, so we can connect it with 1. Now 4 is connected with 1 and 3, but it is not connected with 2. Now we can say, yeah, this is also a complete connected component because there is every vertex has an edge for every other vertices. So but it's like difficult to find like uh, how we can find key is this is a complete component or not. So there is basically a easy formula for this. So from what is the formula is like that number of edges should be equals to number of nodes. If number of nodes suppose is equals to n, then what is number of edges? Number of edges equals to n into n minus 1 divided by 2. If this number of edges is equals to number of nodes is n, so n into n minus 1 divided by 2, then we can say if it is true, then we can say yeah, it is a complete connected component. So we will see with the help of example clearly. So we can see number of vertices 6 and the edges are 0, comma 1 and 0, comma 1, 0, comma 2 and 1, comma 2 and 3 and 4. So we can say ki, how many connected component are there. So there are basically three connected components. So we will be traversing through every connected components line by line. So if we will go to this component, so we will need to find ki if this is a complete connected component or not. So what formula we can use? Number of edges. Number of edges, and this is obviously it is 0. Then number of node is 1. 1 into 1 by 1, 1 minus 1 divided by 2. So 0 equals to 0. So we can say this equation is satisfied. So we can say, yeah, it is a complete connected component. Now going to this, then the number of edges equals to 3 and nodes are also 3. So 3 into 3 minus 1 divided by 2. So 2, so 2 this cancel and 3 equals to 3. Okay, the equation is satisfied. So this is also a complete component. Now coming to this, the number of edges equals to 1 and number of nodes are 2. 2 into 2 minus 1 divided by 2. 1 equals to 2. So this is the equation is not satisfied. 1 is not equals to 2, but it is saying 1 equals to 2. So this is not a connected component, complete connected component. So we can say key 1 minute like Number of edges equals to 1, and this is equals to sorry, this 2 minus 1 is 1, and this 2 will cancel 2, and 1 equals to 1. So yeah, this is also a complete connected component. So we can say okay, so there are 3 complete connected components, so we can return 3. Now moving to the next example. Next example we have 2 connected components, so we will be traversing one by one. So a number of edges in this is 3. Nodes are 3, so 3 into 3 minus 1 divided by 2. 3 equals to 3 into 2 divided by 2. 2 cancel to 3 equals to 3. Yeah, this is a valid answer. Then going to this, then number of edges are 2. Nodes are 3. 3 into 3 minus 1 divided by 2. 2, so 2 cancel, then 2 equals to 3. But this is not 2, so this is not a connected. So for answer for this will be 1. So this is easy only, like this formula, but how we need to travel, but like what algorithm we can use to solve this question. So we can directly solve, like to find the connected component, we can use the DFS directly. Like we can move from 0 nodes to n minus 1 node, and from 0 node, if we will start, we will traverse all the connected node from that 0 node. Then we can have that visited vector which will show ki, yeah, this node is visited. Then we will not traversing 1 because it is already visited by 0. Then 2 is already visited, so we will not traverse 2. Then we will be starting from 3. So 3 may we will be using DFS. Then we will mark all these vertices as visited, and we will mark all these vertices as visited. Then we can say ki, yeah, like uh, then this will also be traversed, because 4 and 5, if we will come, it will be already visited by 3. So we can say okay, so 2 is the number of connected component in this. And for the complete component, we can use this formula. So if you know the like basic graph, you will be able to know like DFS or BFS. And DFS is like a traversing algorithm in the graph. By using that, we can easily able to find this. So coming to the solution to understand it like more clearly. So what I have done, I have made an adjacency list to traverse my graph. Then what I am doing, I have initialized visited vector, which will say ki that node is visited or not. Then answer, I initialize it with 0. Then what I am doing, I am traversing from my 0 to n minus 1 node. And then what I am doing, if my node is not visited, then I will be using this x and y. X is my number of nodes, will calculate my number of nodes in that connected component, and this y will denote my number of edges. So this we will pass in that function, and at the end, after coming from that function, we will be seeing if this is like x into x equal to y. But we have seen previously in our explanation, like x into x minus 1 divided by 2 equals to y. But why we are not dividing it by 2? So we will be seeing ki why we are not dividing by 2 in this DFS function, because DFS may this y is not this y. This y is like 2 times of this y. If this is like y dash, then this is like 2 into y dash in our this, because we are calculating number of edges twice in our DFS. That's why we have moved this to this side, and we are replacing this with other y. So if we will see the DFS function, the DFS function mein, what we are doing, we are marking the nodes first visited, then we are increasing the number of node size, then we are calculating how many how, suppose if there is 1, 2, and 3, so if I'm at 1, so I will calculate how many connected edges from 1 are there. So there is only 1, so I 1 will be increased by 1. If we will go to y will be increased by 1. If we will go to 2, so how many connected edges from 2? So 2 and 3. So y value for this will be 2, and for this it will be 1. So total y value will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And x value will be 3 only, because we will be traversing every vertex is 1 only. So y value is coming 4, but our number of edges in this case, if we will see, it is 2. So it is calculating double. That's why we are not using divided by 2 here, and we are simply using x into x minus 1. Hope you are able to understand. If you know the like basic DFS, then you will be able to understand this question. Otherwise, it's like a little bit difficult to understand. And if we will see the time complexity will be big of n, because obviously we have used DFS here. So the time complexity for DFS will be big of n, and space complexity will be also be big of n, because we have used this adjacent list, and also for recursive or the DFS, there is an extra big of n time complexity, so big of n plus big of n for the recursive space. So like stack space. So but in total we can say it has the time complexity big of n. So that's it from my side. I hope you are able to understand this question. And if you have any doubt, you can still reach out to me in the comment section. I will try my best to answer all your queries there. And yeah, and there will be a solution link in the description. So if you want to access the solution, you can access directly from there. So thank you.